Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Austin here, or Luna. So, like a week or two ago, I missed a day of uploading, and I talked about the fact that I had a really good reason for missing the upload, but I wanted to wait to talk about it so I could tell a full story about what happened and why I missed a day. And today I'm telling that story. So this is a very recent story time. I hope you enjoy it. Please leave a like on the video if you do, and let's get into it. Today's story time all starts off about 2 weeks ago, okay? Now, I was literally getting ready to make a video. I sat down in my chair, I had my recording software open, I was about to start recording, about to start making a video, and as I'm about to press record, my phone starts ringing. And it's from my friend Nathan. So I answer the phone, I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I was like, "I'm about to start making a video, how about you?" He's like, "Oh shit, man, I guess this is a bad time to ask for a favor then." I was like, "Depends on the favor, man, what do you need?" He's like, "Can you come help me move for like an hour, dude? Like, I'm moving right now and I didn't hire movers and like, it's really, really hard." And I was like, "You know what, man? I got you." I was like, "I could come over for like an hour. Any longer, probably not, but an hour I can do." He's like, "Yeah, man, that's all I need. Like, just an hour. Just help me get these boxes in the truck and then I will, let you go." And I was like, "Okay, man." So I postponed my video. I was like, all right, I'll just go help him for an hour. Then I'll come back like an hour and a half later, and I'll record then and upload then. And yeah, so I jumped in the car, went to his house, got there, and I started helping him move his stuff. I was going in his room. I was grabbing the boxes. I was putting it in the truck. Everything started off very normal, just very chill. It was just me and him. And I noticed something while I was moving the boxes. So in Nathan's house, he had this like ledge in front of one of the second floor windows where he had a bunch of decorations. He had like plants up there and like some random little knickknacks and stuff, and you couldn't reach it without a ladder. So I pointed that out. I was like, "Yo, do you want me to grab that stuff or are you going to do it?" He's like, "Oh, I'm going to do that later, man. Don't worry about it." And I was like, "All right, man, sounds good." So after that, I just kept moving his stuff. I was there for about 45 minutes, almost an hour. We were making pretty good progress. At this point, most of the boxes were moved out of his house, and like all he needed to do was grab that stuff that was on that second floor ledge, and then we were good to go. So he went into one of the storage closets, he grabbed the ladder, he sets it up, he starts climbing up it. It looked a little bit unstable, so I went up to it and I held it just to make sure it didn't fall or anything. And yeah, Nathan was on this ladder grabbing his plants off this ledge. And as he was coming down, something happened. So he takes his first step to come down, right? And his foot slips. I don't know how. I'm not sure if he had something on the bottom of his shoe or like that specific like ladder part was slippery. I don't know, right? But he slipped. And this dude went back first, fell off the ladder. Like, it felt like it was in slow motion, bro. Like, he was like waving his arms and his legs in the air as he fell backwards. And like, I was on the other side of the ladder, so I couldn't even like break his fall. And this dude, like, back first, slams down on the wood floor, and his head snaps back and hits the wood floor second, and immediately knocks himself out. And of course, immediately I start tweaking out, right? I like run over to him, I drop to my knees, I'm like trying to shake him, trying to wake him up. I'm like, "Yo, Nathan, yo, are you good? Nathan, hello, are you there? He's not answering, right? So immediately I pull up my phone, I start dialing 911, I'm telling them about what happened. They're sending an ambulance, they're telling me like what to do. And I'm freaking out because I can't feel a pulse on him. I keep like checking around his neck area. I can't feel anything. I was checking by his wrist. Like, I just can't feel anything. And I'm on the phone with this 911 operator trying not to like freak out because I think my friend is literally dead. And I'm telling her like, I don't feel a pulse. Like, I don't know what to do. I think he might be like not alive or breathing. And, she's trying to like walk me through it and I'm freaking out. Now, after about a minute of being on the phone with the 911 operator, I see Nathan move. Like, his arm like twitches. And I'm like, holy shit, he just moved. And then right after I say that, his eyes open. And I'm like, holy fuck, he's awake. Like, holy shit, thank you, Nathan, thank you. And he's like slowly regaining all of his senses. Like, he just like stares at me blankly for a couple of seconds. Then he's like, "What's happening?" And I was like, "Dude, you fell off the ladder, like back first. You hit your head pretty hard, man. You knocked yourself out. Like, just stay there, don't get up. There's an ambulance on the way." And he goes, "I don't want to go to the fucking hospital." I was like, "Nathan, I hate hospitals too, but you just hit your head so fucking hard that I really think you need to." And he just kind of lays there and looks at me. Now, after the paramedics get to his house, they like come in, they start checking his vitals, they're getting him onto like a stretcher. They're doing their paramedic thing. They're being lifesavers, being good people, right? Now, as they're getting him out to the ambulance, right? Like, as they're walking him out and like getting him up on the ambulance, I asked one of the paramedics, I was like, "Hey man, like, I don't know why this happened, but I checked in all the spots you're supposed to check, and I could not feel a pulse when he fell on the ground. Like, do you think he, like, died for a little bit or something? And the paramedic goes, no, I highly doubt that's what happened. Like, you were probably just feeling in the wrong spots, or, you know, you just couldn't feel it very well because he's a heavier set man. And Nathan hears this, and he yells out, did that paramedic just call me fucking fat? And I just started dying laughing. I couldn't hold it in, dude. I could not take it seriously. I started laughing so hard. And then the paramedic starts laughing. He's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. You're not fat. I just like, you know, sometimes when you're a bigger guy, you know, you can have a hard time finding a pulse. And Nathan goes, he called me fucking fat again. I get it, dude. I'm a little heavier. Like, step off. And we're all just laughing now at this point. Even the other paramedic starts laughing and Nathan's laughing. I'm actually really happy he was laughing because, you know, it meant he was somewhat functional in the brain after smacking his head. But anyway, yeah, they got him into the ambulance. They rode to the hospital. I followed behind. And when we got there, I just stayed with him the whole pretty much day and night as he got a shit ton of tests done. They did like scans and blood work and a whole bunch of stuff, right? And I have been so lucky when it comes to head injuries for myself personally, and so far all of my friends. And I'm so happy to say that this situation was another very, very close / lucky call, because after all the testing came back, it was determined that all Nathan had was a concussion, which obviously concussions suck and recovering from them is, you know, pretty shitty sometimes, but a concussion compared to like, you know, a brain bleed or like a truly like deadly traumatic brain injury, it's pretty good compared to those. Like, at least with this concussion diagnosis, we knew that Nathan was going to be okay. It was just going to take some time and some recovery. And yeah, like, Nathan got so lucky. I wish I had a video of him falling off that ladder, because the amount of, like, I don't know, just like the way he hit that floor, dude, and the sound it made, like, oh my, I thought he died, honestly. I really thought my friend had died right then and there. But anyway, yeah, the test got ran. They determined concussion was the diagnosis, and we got to go home after many hours of being at the hospital. And I ended up just hanging out at Nathan's house the rest of that night, just like taking care of him basically. Like anything he needed, you know, making him food and shit while he just laid on the couch and rested his head. And yeah, essentially I wasn't able to upload that night because I was taking care of my friend that smacked his head so hard I thought he died. So yeah, guys, that is why I missed an upload a couple weeks ago, and it's a pretty crazy recent story, so I was excited to tell it. There is a moral to this story. If you're on a ladder, be extra careful, go slow, watch your step, because you don't want to slip and bang your head like my buddy Nathan. So yeah, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys later. Peace.
I'm staying up and you won't take my place. I made like 30 just a week ago and I'm not phased. I heard that song you dropped, you capping, now I see your fade.